All right, it is Friday, and today I completed day number 5 of 5 for my weekly workout. I made it, I got through. I'm so proud of myself, and I'm going to enjoy this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to just relax and catch up on some things. So, to all of you who made it through this week, reaching your goals, I'm proud of you. Give yourself a round of applause, and let's do it again next week. Getting myself back in shape at the age of 40 has been the absolutely hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. And I've had 7 children, and seems to be just as difficult, y'all. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to get myself back in shape. I'm following my workout videos that I posted on YouTube like almost 2 years ago, or 2 or more years ago, after I had baby number 7, because baby number 7 is 3 years old now. And I'm trying to follow those videos and get myself back in shape because I have gotten so out of shape. I've been super dedicated for the past year, trying to improve my health, because I started January 21st, 2024, walking a mile a day up until November 2024. When I got to the end of November, I started walking 2 miles a day because I said, okay, I got to up what I'm doing because I'm seeing changes. Maybe if I do a little bit more, I'll see even greater changes. And so for the whole month of December, I walked 2 miles, December 2024. I walked 2 miles Monday through Friday. So for December 2024, I would guess that I walked a total of, I walked 40 miles, 40 or more miles in December 2024. I also fasted for, 100 times. What? So by my calculations, there were 744 hours in the month of December 2024. And I fasted for 20 hours a day in December 2024. Also by my calculations, that's a total of 620 hours I fasted in the month of December. I also did 20 minutes of high intensity weightlifting. You can find it here on my channel, for 5 days a week. So that's 100 minutes a week, which is 400 minutes a month, which means I spent over 6.5 hours doing high intensity, which means that I spent over 6.5 hours doing high intensity weightlifting for the month of December 2024. I would have to say what I believe I accomplished during the month of December 2024 is my body shaped up even more with everything that I was doing. My endurance improved so much. Like, I was unable to do 5 jumping jacks without stopping. By the end of December 2024, I can officially do 30 jumping jacks without stopping. But I can also do a total of 50 jumping jacks with the, 2 breaks in between, doing 10 more and 10 more jumping jacks. So my endurance greatly increased. Now, I know that was from me doing my weightlifting and for me walking 2 miles for 10 miles a week, okay? Greatly improved my endurance. I was so happy to go out and walk my 2 miles because I knew that walking this 2 miles was going to get me closer and closer to my goals of being in shape, closer to my goals of slimming down my frame, closer to my goals of just being disciplined with consistency and really just showing up for myself. I knew that the more I did, the more benefits I was going to be able to reap. So there was never really a time where I woke up and said, I don't feel like doing this today. I think I'm going to go back to sleep. Because I woke up every morning about 5:30 to 6 o'clock. Never once did it cross my mind to say, I've done a lot of exercising this week, or I've done a lot of exercising for the whole year of 2024. I think I'm going to take a break today. Not once did I say that to myself, because I know myself. Once I start something, and if I give myself any excuse in the book to take a break, then I'm going to continuously give myself an excuse day after day after day. And eventually, that one excuse that I took myself up on is going to lead me down a road to quitting on myself. Because that's what happened to me after I had baby number 7. I was so ready to go and getting back into my fitness routine after my 6-week checkup with my doctor, who gave me the clearance to say, okay, everything looks fine. You're healed just fine. You can go back to doing, some exercising and, get the clearance to be intimate again. And I was like, okay. The one thing I want to get back to is exercising. And that's how I got the fitness videos here on my YouTube channel. When I was 6 weeks postpartum, I started recording every workout I was doing. I said, okay, I know there's other women out there who may have just had a baby and they need some encouragement to just exercise, get themselves back in the groove of exercising and getting their body back in shape, just slowly and consistently. So that about time, their baby reaches 1 year old, and about time my baby reaches 1 year old, I gave myself a 40-week fitness program plan that I was going to stick to. And I figured that if I stuck to that, then I would reach my fitness goals by the time my baby was 1 year old. But guess what I did? I stopped at my 10-week mark, not realizing that 2 years later, I'd look back and see how much I was progressing and wish that I was back there at that point in my fitness journey. So now I'm even further away from my goal, but I know that if I keep going, if I keep exercising, if I keep showing up for myself, eventually I'm going to get back to that point, and I'm going to get even better than being back to that point. The worst thing you can ever do in life is give up on yourself. Because you're the only one that can give up on yourself. And you're the only one that can pull yourself up out of having given up on yourself. You can let yourself go to the lowest state that you can possibly go. I don't care how much advice someone gives you or how someone tries to help you get back on your feet. If you don't mentally, on your own, want to get back on your feet and overcome whatever issues you might have within yourself, there's nobody on this earth that can do that for you. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your husband, not your wife, not your children, not your best friend. Nobody. Only you can do that. Only you can do it. And so that's why I am here where I am today. I realized, hey, I'm going in the absolute wrong direction. It's time for me to come up out of this rut that I'm in. It's time for me to stop lying to myself. First of all, telling myself that, oh, I'm not that big. Oh, I gained a few pounds. It's okay. I still look good. I still got these curves. I still got these hips, these big breasts, this small waist, this big butt, these big thighs. Oh yeah, I'm looking good still. I had to quit lying to myself, because even though I have all of that, it is so out of shape. And I know that it looks way better when it's in shape. I've got the before and the after pictures. I've got the feeling of, I know what it feels like to feel healthy and in shape. And unfortunately, I also know what it feels like to be unhealthy and out of shape. Two completely different things. One is definitely better than the other. So I had to tell myself, quit lying to yourself, girl. Quit lying to yourself. I got so far gone, when my body started pushing back and just started aching and my knees started hurting and I'm having panic attacks and my blood pressure super high. I mean, super high to the point that it was like 214 over 112 And I wound up in the emergency room because I was feeling so horrible. I'm not going to lie. On the way to the hospital, I felt like I wasn't going to make it. I was thinking to myself, you know what? I may not even make it back home to my children. I've got myself in such a bad state of health. And I did it to myself. I may not even make it back home to my children. And that was like the saddest and the lowest point I have been in my life. When you have to really own up to the mistakes you're making with your health, and you really reach rock bottom, and there's nowhere else for you to go because you've gotten yourself into a horrible state of health, oh yeah, that's life-changing. If you don't self-correct after that, I don't know what to say. Because I told myself, there's no way I will allow myself to stay in this state that I'm in. There's no way. I've got to fix this. I have really taken the opportunity this week, and as well as, the previous weeks, to take care of my health, take care of my physical activity. I walked 10 miles this week. I fasted for 140 hours this week. I also did weightlifting for 20 minutes for 5 days this week. Well, 20 minutes each day for 5 days this week. And, I really met my fitness goals this week. So, wherever I stand, I know that I've improved, and I can't wait to come back next week and improve even more on what I've already accomplished. Another thing I realized is in regards to my fitness journey as well as my everyday life is that if I wear the wrong type of clothing, I can make myself look, even bigger than what I think that I am. So I have a small waist, huge thighs, huge butt, big breast, and my arms could be a lot more toned up than what they are. So what I like to do is if I wear a shirt or something, it has to be tight fitting, because if I don't wear tight fitting, it tends to make my waist look a lot bigger. And I also like to wear high waist shorts or pants that are able to accentuate my figure from my waist down to my hips. And so that's another thing I've noticed. And if you watch some of my workout videos, you'll see some days I look like well put together, and some days if I just throw on something and my shirt is baggy, I tend to look like I'm bigger than what I really am. So it's good for you, for your own mental, if you just choose the clothes that are really form-fitting for your body so that you can look well put together at all times. So that's another thing that I learned about myself, or not learned about myself this week, but has really shown through my videos this week, watching them back, doing the editing. That's what I realized about myself. There are particular outfits that make me look really, really, really good. And there are particular outfits that I really don't like, but I just throw them on because it might be laundry day. So, and I still know that I have to get my workout out the way and just take care of my health. So sometimes if that's an issue for you, just wear your favorite clothes that you just feel absolutely well put together in. On another note, when I committed myself to walking 1 mile a day, every single day, January 21st, 2024, I honestly didn't think I'd actually stick to it. So here I am, January 3rd, 2025, almost upon my 1-year mark of walking 1 mile consistently. And not only did I walk from January 2024 to the end of November 2024 consistently, but at the end of November 2024, I actually bumped it up to walking 2 miles a day. So for the entire 2025 year, I will be walking 2 miles every single day. So that's a total of, so by the end of 2025, I will have walked 730 miles. I can't even imagine, because in 2024, actually, I have to tally up how many miles I actually walked in 2024. And I'll tell y'all what that is on the next video. But I never would have imagined that I'd be here saying, hey, I'm almost at my 1 year mark of walking 1 mile every single day consistently. I'm telling you, I didn't miss a day. I did not miss a day. Honestly, I'd really like to take the opportunity to just celebrate myself once that 1 year mark is hit and reached, because that is an excellent goal to obtain. Now, I've reached plenty of fitness goals in the past, but this particular goal that I've almost met this year is quite different, because in the past I was just working out to get the baby weight off, but this time I'm 40 years old, and I just had the bright idea one day to say, hey, I'm not weightlifting, I'm not watching what I'm eating. If I can just get up, get outside, and just walk 1 mile every single day, I feel like I'm doing something wonderful for myself. And that's what I did. And that's why I get up every day, Monday through Friday now, and I just walk. I walk and I weight lift and I fast, because those are the things that I can control for myself. Regardless of everything that's going on around me, exercise is the one thing that I can do for myself. I used to feel guilty about, doing it midday, but now I wake up early in the morning, get it out the way while my family is asleep. I'd really like to know something from my viewers out there. And thank you so much for being my viewers. Thank you so much for stopping by, watching my channel, listening to my struggles, listening to my success, listening to, my progress. I really do appreciate your feedback. If you're out there as my viewer and you're in your 40s, please, down below in the comment section, tell me some of the things that you've experienced now that you're in your 40s. What's something that you feel, just completely changed about you now that you're in your 40s? I'd really like to get some insight into, what we're all going through. I'm sharing what I'm going through here on this channel. I'd just like some feedback on what is it that you all are dealing with. And to all my viewers who are, in your 50s and above, what are some things that you remember about being in your 40s? What would be some advice that you'd give us women, and also the men viewers on my channel? What is some advice you would give to us, that could help us in our 40s to, make sure that we're, improving our health and making sure that, we're able to overcome the things that we're facing now, or the things that we might be facing, in our early 40s or in our late 40s, okay? Because eventually we're going to be in our 50s. So we kind of need to know what to expect. And to all of you who are 50 and older, thank you so much for being here as well, because I do believe that you all do possess the knowledge and information that we haven't yet got to be able to access, because we're still in our 40s. So, share some things that you're going through in your 50s and older, so that we can know what to expect when we're at your age, and what some advice you can give to help us kind of smoothly transition from our 40s to our 50s and beyond. Because you matter as well, because you hold all the wisdom. You've experienced something in life that we haven't experienced yet, but someday we too shall experience. And I really, would appreciate it if you just share those thoughts down below in the comment section. Just, a supportive community, to kind of understand what we're all dealing with, what we're going through, how to overcome, stuff like that. That really means a lot to me. And I'd really appreciate it if you just take a little time, write a couple of sentences, doesn't have to be a long paragraph, but just, drop some comments, some gems, down below in the comment section. So some advice I'd like to share with anybody 40 and below. The advice I'd give you is exercise 5 days a week. Get your cardio in, get your weightlifting in, make sure you're fasting, do it all, okay? And don't stop, don't quit. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care how fit you think you are. I don't care how invincible you think you are. Because let me tell you, once you hit these 40s, once you hit those 30s, things are going to start changing. So I want you to be prepared and understand that what you're doing in your younger years will affect you in your older years, okay? So don't get to your 40s and have to play catch up, because Even though I'm in the state that I am right now, just know that I've been in shape my entire life, even up to after baby number 7. I was in shape. I just stopped exercising. And when I stopped exercising, the 2 times I stopped exercising in my life, those were the times that I gained so much weight. My body just went berserk, okay? So my advice to you is take care of your health. Make sure you're physically active. Make sure that you're not, you know, just neglecting your physical fitness, because your body relies on that strength that you're building over these years to be able to sustain you in your later years. So that's so important. I want y'all to understand that. You're not going to feel the aches and pains in your teens, your 20s, your 30s. But let me tell you, when you hit your 40s, those knees are going to start aching. You know, you're going to have some swelling that comes out of nowhere. You're just going to start feeling, weird sometimes when it's time for your cycle to come. Now, I don't know what men go through when they hit their 40s. So if I have any men viewers out there, what were some things that you went through when you hit your 40s? Give some advice to our men out there in the comment section, because I can't tell, men viewers, what they're going to experience and what they're going to go through. What are some mental challenges or some physical challenges or some health challenges that you began to endure in your 40s? That is so important for us to talk about. So I'm just opening up my platform for you all to, hey, throw it out there and see if anyone else is dealing with the same thing, I just finished day number 5 of exercising. I'm done for the week. I have put in all the work, and now I can enjoy my weekend, Friday and Saturday. You all have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I will see you all Monday.